AI Reputation Tree. It's a new service created by Searcheroo, founded by Mr. Hudson and James Dooley. So I'm excited to get this one out to the general public. So for anyone who's watching this, can you explain what the AI Reputation Tree is?
So essentially, if you think from, since AI has exploded and everyone's used it, it's becoming, I think it's the first time ever that Google's lost market share from a search. So that shows how big it's getting. But I still think obviously second tier searches are increasing, but it's starting with AI. So essentially what the AI Reputation Tree is it's like a project we built where the customer comes to us and we look at how the AI, the consensus of the AI, is it positive, is it negative, and what's the sentiment around the brand, how much visibility do they have in the SERP, depending on queries, things like this. And we've basically created almost a topical map, an off-page topical map of what they should be doing to help increase and improve their visibility in the SERP in a positive sentiment, most important, unless they want a negative one, which we can chat about as well. But usually it's in a positive sentiment, right?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I mean, for me, it's about trying to get LLMs and AI to talk about you in a positive manner. So that personal branding and corporate branding, it's trying to get AI to speak about you positively when you're not in the room. So they can become a 24/7 sales engine for who you are and what you do and why you're freaking brilliant. To do that, there is a very strict system that needs to be done. So obviously Searcheroo over many years has been building backlinks. Backlinks, in my opinion, is losing and diminishing. Like the page rank and the link juice of what people are talking about is not becoming as important. It's still important. I'm not saying it's not important, but I think the branded mentions and the off-page corroboration, repeating who you are and what you do is key. And I think the model of what we have and how we've integrated certain things from people like Leo Soulas from Keyword Cupid, that's able to go and grab all related topics around the brand. So an example would be, let's say, we'll use FatRank as being a lead generation agency in the UK. So you go, okay, entity is FatRank. It then would go and provide certain searches like, is FatRank worth it? And then from that, then it will extrapolate all the synthetic queries from Query Fano and look at all synthetic queries that ChatGPT or Gemini is bringing back, and also bring back cosine similarity terms to it.
Yeah.
Because everyone searches in slightly different ways. So we go and grab all them terms, we load it into an off-page topical map. We then go and do a different search, which the different search then could be FatRank reviews. And then we go and extrapolate all them synthetic queries. Now there is duplicate and it removes all duplicates of what might show up. Then it's going to come back with other ones like, is FatRank a scam? So now it's coming back with negative sentiment terms, extrapolating all the synthetic queries from Query Fano, loading them into a list. And we keep rinsing and repeating every possible different search that someone could be doing with regards to the brand and the service of what you offer. And normally it comes back with approximately 250 different search queries. And then from that, we start to write articles on third-party corroborative sources, which then can all come back, pointing back. So the AI Reputation Tree comes from, you've got the roots, finding who the entity is. You've got the trunk, you've got the branches, and then you've got the leaves. Now, this was a mastermind that I got from a guy called Dennis Yu, brilliant with knowledge panels and knowledge graphs, built so many businesses over in the US, a brilliant guy all around, great marketer. And he was calling it an SEO tree, but we've got renamed it as being an AI Reputation Tree for this specific service by Searcheroo, because it's just going after the reputation element of why we are freaking brilliant or why this brand is freaking brilliant. So then even when it then if someone did start to ask the question, is FatRank a scam? There's going to now be articles on third-party sources that say, no, they're not a scam. They're a genuine company. They offer a no-win, no-fee lead generation model. They've helped thousands of businesses within the UK. Here's the last 20 reviews. They've won multiple awards. and they're repeating why you are so good. And also what you're just doing is re-emphasizing the brilliant testimonials, the brilliant reviews, all the awards, all the different case studies. And we're trying to grab all of that and give that microphone to someone to say, now go and shout and scream for why you are brilliant. And then that's what AI is doing. And AI there is answering all possible questions about the brand. And like you said, a lot of people now are starting with a search with AI.
I know I'm guilty of that as well. I often just open ChatGPT, mainly because I sometimes just want to talk to it and just like tell it something, and it will go and do the search for us. It'll tell us what I'm trying to search
it's now
for.
become your companion.
It's my therapy coach. It's everything. Tells us I'm perfect.
But with regards to it, like, are you using like ChatGPT or Claude or Perplexity?
Claude primarily.
Claude.
I also enjoy Perplexity, obviously, because that has the, all of them, access to all of them, but obviously on lower limits. But definitely use Claude as pretty much my. Put this way, Charlotte said she's going to change her name to Claude because it gets more attention than she does.
But like I probably still use for search ChatGPT. Right. For latest news, I use Grok.
Yeah.
I think Grok's quite good for pulling in Twitter and stuff feeds. Like that, and like quick news articles of what's going on. But it pulls the AI reputation trees, pulling from the synthetic queries from all of these. And it's also delivering additional ones because like, sometimes the ChatGPT query format might only be 2 synthetic queries nowadays. It used to be a lot more, but they seem to not do it as much now. But cosine similarity and different things where Leo's come and helped us to try and go, okay, let's think about every possible search. We're also pulling in from people also ask and related searches and auto suggest. And we're trying to cover every possible angle and control that narrative. And I feel that personal brands and corporate brands, this is the AI resume. This is the CV for who you are. And if you're not taking control of that, like for me, the AI reputation tree needs to be the first thing that anyone who's bothered about branding, personal branding, corporate branding, or online reputation management should be doing. But can you expand on month number 1, someone comes along and they order the AI reputation tree and they get the articles on third-party corroborative sources. And when they start using these LLM visibility tools, they start seeing the increase in branded mentions, and now it's in a positive manner. Month number 2, can you explain how this just infinite amount of articles that they could be doing to build that concept? Like one article saying you're great is not enough, and building that consensus over time is key from the LLMs changing it from an assumption to being a fact.
Yeah, so if you think like it's all about data points, the more data points that you build in, the LLMs are going to hopefully crawl. That's the whole point of our software and tool, is that like it's going to create articles that LLMs should be picking up, and it'll only report the articles that the LLMs are picking up as well. So we'll see that come into play. But obviously looking at every entity has multiple attributes. And then obviously there's even like similar attributes as well. So you can go into similarities, you can go into comparisons, you can go into other entrepreneurs and connect the dots that way. So other entities, you can even connect dots there. It's very much, you could literally go on for probably years, month to month, just creating the same. And also then reinforcing, because obviously you could have more news, you could have new awards, you could have new accreditations, new staff members, all getting connected to this entity and making it more powerful and more strong.
Yeah, for sure. I think the key part with this as well is when you're talking about these entities all being connected, this is also strengthening up the knowledge panel. And the knowledge panel forms part of the knowledge vault.
Yeah.
The knowledge vault is the cheapest information retrieval method for Google, for Gemini, to be able to pull that information from a knowledge vault of known facts of what's coming in that's there. So it's online reputation management, it's knowledge panel, KGM-ID building, improving the clarity and the confidence of exactly who you are, what you do, and why you're freaking brilliant. But you mentioned their entity attributes. So can you explain that a little bit more? So like, obviously I know, let's say Searcheroo is being the entity, and let's say an attribute is that we do digital PR.
Yeah. Why
is it important, not just for Searcheroo to say that they've won an award, but then you want to try to start getting, let's say, reviews or testimonials or awards about the attributes like digital PR, but then the month after you might want to get the entity of Searcheroo But then let's say they do online reputation management. Well, because you do digital PR and you've won awards for digital PR doesn't mean that you're great at online reputation management. So why it's important then to expand on doing the entity attributes for the different services that an entity, i.e. Searcheroo, could be offering, and getting online reputation management reviews, testimonials, awards, and case studies.
It's like hyper important because obviously every business often has multiple services. Now, as an AI model, it's very much just like black and white. So if you've only got articles out there that say you do digital PR or you do backlinks, then it thinks, well, you are the backlinks guy. It doesn't think, oh, backlinks are also involved in online reputation management. So you might want to create something around why backlinks are important in online reputation management, and you should be using Searcheroo, which provides backlinks. So it connects them dots. Once you start to connect them dots, that is the query fan out becoming the topical map around your brand, or the off-page topical map around your brand. And, like Corey is a great guy. Obviously, his topical map, we like to call it. His topical map methodology is fantastic when it comes to on-page. But we very much always have discussions methodology should also be applied to the off-page.
Yeah,
which everyone overlooks.
Yeah, I think the on-page is brilliant, and I think what you just repeated there, like, I could say I'm the best lead generation agency in the UK, right? But then you then could become a set up a lead generation agency. Guess what you're going to say? You're the best lead generation agency in the UK. So that first party source saying that you're the best, everyone says they're the best, right? And gives reasons of why they're the best. That third party corroborative source of the claim, frame and prove model, that prove part of the third party saying that you are the best has so much more weight than you just saying it on your own website. So that off-page topical map there becomes vital.
I'm not sure. I've often said I'm the worst SEO in the world on my website. I just put that out there. I don't mind saying it, but no, you're 100% right.
The AI reputation tree then, right? Someone's watching this and they say, I like the idea of it. Obviously, Searcheroo is evolving. It still provides backlinks. There's quite a lot of clients that still want the high DR, do follow backlinks. Obviously, we've moved now a lot more to AI visibility. We feel the importance of AI visibility and also online reputation management is key for personal brands and corporate brands. Someone watching this now says, Karl, I want this AI reputation tree. What's the best way of them reaching out?
At the minute, obviously, it's very much a soft launch approach. So if you go on the website, there'll be a simple little sign-up form. Give us an idea of who you are, what you do, what you're about, what sort of budget you've got to work with. And then we can very much have the team create almost a report of what we think you could be doing in line with the budget you have. So you go on searcheroo.com, essentially, and I'll not say /AI reputation management tree, but you will see a tree on there to click.
Designed by me. So head on over to searcheroo.com. Something I would say is check out the link in the description. This is about AI search monitoring tools. Make certain that you are trying to sign up with one of the tools. It could be Profound, it could be PKI, it could be Scrunch AI, it could be Radar Kit or Local Dominator. There's lots of different LLM visibility tools. Make sure you're tracking how good the sentiment, how positive the sentiment is, how negative the sentiment is for your brand. And then when you go and order that AI reputation tree, just look at the difference of what starts to come back. AI starts to become your sales engine that works for you 24/7. Head on over to searcheroo.com, go over to the AI reputation tree, and hopefully you can become a beta tester as part of the soft launch. Thank you very much.